Here is the best tip if you're experiencing panic attacks. So when you experience panic attacks, you may experience a lot of symptoms, right? A lot of it is physical. You may be experiencing shortness of breath. You may feel like you're about to pass out. You may feel like you're gonna faint. Your heart may start palpitating. You also may think something serious is gonna go wrong. You may feel like you're gonna die. You're experiencing all these things. Now, what happens when you experience all these things? Well, the natural response is everyone wants to not feel this, right? Because it's so uncomfortable. It's such a bad feeling that you just want to stay away from it. And so what happens is when people get panic attacks, they end up trying to resist it. They try to resist, but that never really works. In fact, people that often experience the most panic attacks resist it the most. And that's because anxiety and panic attacks run off anxiety. Really, it runs off fear. So one of the things it runs off of is resistance and fear. Think of it like a fire, okay? And so like imagine you're throwing fuel into the fire. Now the fuel is the fear. It's the not wanting to feel the shortness of breath, the dizziness, the nausea, the feeling like something bad's gonna happen, like you're gonna pass out. That's actually what keeps the panic cycle alive. So what happens is when people experience a panic disorder, the fear of a panic attack initiates another panic attack. Now, this is also combined by a few other things called sensitization. Basically, here's the thing. It's the fear of fear that keeps it alive. So here's the trick, okay? And here's how to overcome panic attacks, okay? Not just manage it, but actually overcome it, which is when you experience a panic attack, let it happen. That means don't fight it, don't analyze it, don't try to fix it, call its bluff and see what happens. Panic attacks are great tricksters. They're great at making you feel like you're gonna lose control. It may feel like, okay, what if I have a panic attack while driving? What happens if this happens? What if that happens? But here's the thing. With panic attacks, nothing bad ever happens. Oftentimes, a lot of people feel like they're gonna pass out from a panic attack. And yet, every time I ask them, how many times have you passed out? They say, never. Now, in their mind, they're thinking, oh, I didn't pass out because I caught myself in time. But here's the thing, you are never going to pass out. And just like not passing out, any other fear that panic attacks give you is all made up. It's just excess adrenaline burning itself off. You are still in 100% control. But me telling you this doesn't really help. The only way to know this is by experiencing it yourself. See, there's knowledge and then there's knowing. The only way out of this is to know it. And the only way is to experience a panic attack and respond by letting it happen. Once I did this, I lost the fear of panic attacks. And what happened as a consequence is I stopped getting them.